if you are in the market for a very budget-friendly scan tool that is very feature-packed, you might want to give KingBolen SoloScan here a look. Now, this particular model right here is for the GM only, and how these work is that this particular line here, the SoloScan, is for specific makes and models. So if you have like a Honda, if you have a Toyota, Jeep, or a Chrysler, they have one that made specifically to that family of vehicles. Just so happen I have a GM here, so I have the GM version. So this should work. I mean, this would be representative for any other model here. So, all right. So before I get on, I'll just show you what the scan tool looks like. It's just a Bluetooth dongle. You just plug it straight into your 16 pin DLC port, and everything will just begin to connect. Then you use the eDiag app. So let me go ahead and plug this in really quickly before I tell you a little bit more about the scan tool here. One thing that I like about this scan tool is that it comes with free lifetime warranties, and it comes with free lifetime updates, meaning that all the software is going to be updated for the life of the tool, fully bidirectional, and it even has manufacturer specific special functions within the software. So that's a big deal, because a lot of times scan tools only have special functions in the actual special functions menu, or maybe sometimes people might call them maintenance resets, but it's all the same. But inside the actual module software, and I'll show you what I'm talking about, you also have additional special functions. So before I move on, I forgot to mention this. It does come with a nice looking little hard case to keep it in. So you can put it in this, throw it in your backpack, throw it in your armrest, throw it in your glove compartment. It's going to protect it quite well. All right. So let me go ahead and pull up the software here. And let me go ahead and I got to get my screen recording here. All right, with that being said, we're going to go ahead and start recording now. And so here's the software here. And let's go ahead and connect to our Bluetooth here. And as you see, it's just going to go ahead and scan. It's just going to connect to it just that quick. It's very responsive, between the app. I like the bridge between the app and the actual scan tool. Works great. So now the ODB, let's go to all system diagnostics here. Let me go ahead and hit VN scan. It's going to go ahead and automatically search that, pull up that VN and decode it just like that. You're going to see this software do a lot of things. And again, right now, you can get this scan tool from Amazon right now for about $75 with that coupon just like that. So again, very budget friendly, but it also comes with very high level features. So what we're going to do, we're just going to go ahead and do a health report on the car real quick. Let's go ahead and do that. The health report on the car is par for the course. It's not going to be lightning fast like if you bought a $5,000 scan tool, but it's not going to be very, very slow either. It's going to be quite comprehensive. As you can see, we are, almost 50%. We've only been like 30 seconds. So a good scan. And don't forget, this is a 2010. So basically, your car maybe could be faster because it has a newer, more faster computer in it. So with that said, and also may depends on your phone, how fast your phone actually works. So don't forget this software is using your phone's hardware to run itself. So your mileage may vary on this, but again, we're getting close to a minute here and we're almost finished with the scan. So again, not bad. Again, like I said, it would be nice if you can get a full scan in 10 seconds. Yeah, that'd be great. But the reality is that, not all software is going to do that, and it's totally fine. This is par for the course here. We're coming up on 100% here, just a little bit over a minute. That looks at about a minute and 11 seconds. So what do we got here on the screen if you're unfamiliar with this type of thing? Well, this right here is all the modules in this car that it detected. Now up top, you're going to see the ones with the DLC. With the DTCs. This is just my body control module. I just quickly show that just in case if somebody watches this video has never seen it. These have high intensity discharges, and we'll do read read fault code, DTC display. And what will happen, it'll just pop up all these, and all of these lamp codes. I got a lot of lamp codes because I changed all the bulbs, the interior bulbs, and some of like the exterior bulbs, the LEDs, like my not my headlights or anything, but like my reverse lights and my what else? The license plate lights, for example. So not anything special, but still just showing you if you've never seen it. So again, I get to show you something here, what I was talking about. Now you see this thing here says special functions at the bottom. And the manufacturers actually have special function software that's not going to be sort of a generic software sometimes. And that software would be inside of the module, because right now in this software, we are inside of the body control module. Let's go ahead and click special functions and see what we see. And take a look at this. We see brake pedal sensor learn, clear driver window learn values, clear passenger window learn values, read LIN bus device ID information, tire pressure sensors learn. Now that's a common one that would be in a normal menu. And tire type and pressure selection, that would also be in the normal menu. But those first four, those are like more manufacturer specific. That again, GM, maybe another manufacturer could add these same things just the same, but these are not going to be functions that you're going to see in a typical special function suite that come in a scan tool that you might see in the main menu. All right, so now let's back out a little bit here, and we're just going to take a look at some live data, and I'll try to go through now, and I'll go through some other things as we go along here. So let me back out. I'm gonna go back to, no, I don't want to end my DC. No. Okay, let's go to system selection here. We're gonna go to the ECM this time. It's a two-wheel drive, and so let's take a look at this. If we look at the special, let's see what the special function, like reset functions here. Now, if you look at the reset functions here, I just want to drive the point home. That fuel trim reset and remote vehicle disable history reset, those special functions, again, are not part of the typical special functions menu that you see in the main menu of this of the software. Like, for example, engine oil life reset is common, and you would see that just about on any scan tool that offers special functions. All right, let's go back again. Before we move on, yeah, let's go ahead and read data streams. We'll just use the ECM to provide most of the examples I want to go through here. So it's many. Look at all these like different like groupings of data that you can choose from. Or if you didn't want to go into that grouping of data, don't forget this is just the ECM, no other module, not the transmission control module, not the body control module, with the emergency parking brake module. Yada, yada, yada. I think it's like 21 modules on this car. So let's just go into engine data. This is going to be like a very comprehensive list. And we could just go right down and pick some data pairs. And this software, if I'm mistaken, only allows you to graph 4 together at a time. And that's plenty. So we're going to go ahead and get my favorite, which is going to be, well, some of my favorite. I'm just going to get the fuel trims here if I can find those. Let's just use the oxygen sensors. Those are my second favorite. Well, actually, all 8 of those are my favorite. My fuel trims, short-term and long-term for each bank, and my oxygen sensors for both banks. Those are like my go-to data pairs when I display scan tools. And also, if you really understand those, you'll understand a lot about your car. So now, if we look at it, this is in a list format, meaning that the numbers are listed out. I mean, this makes sense if you know exactly what you're looking at. But if you look over to the right side of the actual name, you will see that there's a little bar chart. What that's telling you is that this data pit can be graphed. Now, there is some data pits that can't be graphed, like some on and off stuff where it's just on or off. For example, they're not going to really make a graph for that. It's just on or off. So, but now let's just go ahead and hit combine at the bottom. And what will happen is that you can then check which ones you want to put on the graph, which I'm going to put these 4 on the graph together. Now I'm going to hit OK. And now take a look at this here. This is just on my phone, on a small, when I say small screen, it's smaller than a 10-inch scan tool or a tablet. And you can, and I mean, this makes sense. You can see exactly what's happening. I can see that my, that the blue and the yellow on my bank 1 sensors and the red and green on my bank 2 sensors, and I can differentiate those on this chart. And I believe, if I'm mistaken, I can let's see, can I pinch side to side? Not side to side. I thought I could pinch here. No, there's no. I thought you could zoom in and oh, you can zoom in and out. It's already zoomed out to the max. You can zoom it in a little bit like this, but you can also zoom it back to where you had it. Let me see, go up and down again. Yo, up and down, you can go up and down a little bit, but it's not really. Now let's go out. Yeah, so the default setting is pretty good. So anyway, you might, again, depending on the situation, you might want 2 data periods, you might want 1, you might want 3. But in my view, I can see these 4 pretty clearly, that again, they are color coded, so you know that the blue and the yellow goes together and the red and green goes together. And I think if you click, no, I thought you could click one of these at the bottom, but if you want to see individual graphs, you just uncheck, or let's say if you want to see the first 2 together, now just check those 2 and I hit OK. Now you can clearly see these. And it's just really that simple. And then if you want to see the other 2, you can just hit back here. My finger, sorry, my finger just, yeah, there we go. You just hit the other 2 just like this. And there you have it. That's the bank 2 sensors right there. So the graphing is pretty good. You can clearly see everything. You can see the scale. And again, this is what you can expect when you get this scan tool when you want to look at some data grafting. All right, so let's go back here a little bit. Sorry, go back into the, no, I went into engine data. Let me go back one more step here. Now, actuation test. Now, this is interesting here. Now, the actuation test, this is just another name for bidirectional controls. So, say if you wanted to see something work in the car, but you don't know which side is it working on or not, and you don't know. So you can turn on your interior lights, you can turn on exterior lights, you can turn on your windshield wipers, and it's many other things you can do. You can actually control your evap system. So many things you can actually turn on or turn off, and then you can evaluate, it'll help you evaluate and diagnose the problem if you're having a problem with that system. So in this case, I'm just going to use my classic demonstration here, and that would be the windshield wipers. So the windshield wipers, I actually got to back out of here and go into the body control module for that. Go back to system selection. We're going to go to body control module, high intensity discharge, actuation test. We're going to hit yes. We're going to hit wipers. And so we're going to go to windshield washer relay. So what I'm going to do, I think you could see that. Let me see if I can set you guys up. Just scroll you up here a little bit like this. So now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to hit active, and we should see my, you see my spray is spraying on my windshield, just like that. So now I just checked it. So for example, I just hit inactive and turned it off. So if I was trying to make a decision, is something wrong with a pump or something wrong with the relay or something wrong with the circuit, this would help me determine it, kind of give me a direction to go with. All right, so now let's go back in the windshield wiper relay. So let's go ahead and hit this, and we're just going to hit this on low and watch this now. I'm just sitting in the car with no hands and watch my windshield just like that. But again, let me hit stop. How does this help you out? Now, say if you was wondering, let's just say with the windshield wipers, if you had a client that said, hey, when I turn on my windshield wipers here beside my steering wheel, my wipers don't come on. So now, is that a problem from the stem here on the side of the steering wheel out to the fuse box and then to the relay? Or is it on the other side of that where that command is coming from the body control module? And if it is coming from the body control module, does the windshield wiper motors itself even work? So by turning this on, and we just saw that this thing switched back and forth, we know that the windshield wiper motor works, and we also know that the circuit coming from the body control module works. But what we don't know works is that, because there is this right here, technically the stem that's on the side of your steering wheel is a command, let's just say command, but if you want to call it, when you turn it on, it actually commands the wipers on, but that has to go through the relay to then flip that on, and then basically the body control module will be supplying some commands from that junction to turn the wipers, say, to whatever it needs to be. So we know that now the problem likely lies in the stem here, or somewhere from the stem out to the fuse box, or maybe even the relay, for example. All right, so that's that. All right, let's go back here. Let's go back to, and again, if you look at this right here, looking just in the body control module, I mean, this is just simply amazing. All of this stuff here that you can see. All right, so now let's go back into the ECM for a second here. So another thing I want to show you is that the inspection maintenance system information. So say if you're trying to get your car inspected, and say if you just had some work done to it and you want to see are all your monitors set so you can go get an inspection. And I know in my state, North Carolina, whether in the counties that we do emissions testing, you can have all your monitors set but one, and then you can pass an inspection provided everything else passes. So if you go to IM data, the top one here, what it should show you, let's just select all and hit OK. It should show you, it should give you, wait a minute, here we go. Was it completed this cycle? No. So wait a minute, let me see. I think that this is the data stream here. This is not what I'm looking for. What I'm just trying to show you is just show you, what about, let's go to status data. Here we go. I think this is it here. I was just trying to show you, is it just going to be set or not? So what this is saying is that this is complete, yes. So everything you see here has been hit yes, and what's no has not been sort of checked. So this way you can check, but there's another way to do this I think is better than this, because sometimes, I got to be honest with you, sometimes going through the actual manufacturer software make this a little bit, I guess, harder, not harder to read. It's a little confusing in a certain sense. Let's go back out to the main menu here. We're going to exit this diagnosis, because basically I've already showed you everything in this software that'll give you a good head start on how this works. So we're going to hit yes. So now we go to ODB functions here. Actually, I haven't even used ODB because I just got the scan tool a few days ago. But let's go ahead and load this up here. Now, when you go into this software here, the difference between this, if you don't know, the ODB2 software is just like generic software that was like the ODB2 standard. I guess when it very first came out, it's a set number of data PIDs and information that's just the core of everything. Now take a look at this. Meal status off. This is what I'm looking for here. Readiness not complete 1. Readiness completed 1. Readiness not supported. This is exactly what I want to see. Everything that's supported, which would be where it says readiness completed and readiness not completed, I see that I have 7 completed and I have 1 not completed. So what that means in my state, if my safety inspection passes, my inspection is good. So why do you need to know this? Say if you just had some work done in your car. Say if you just, put a new battery in your car, for example. Just so happened today you got to go get an inspection today, and you just put a brand new battery in your car today, or for whatever reason you unhook the battery because you install a new module or something. Well, well, maybe not in that case. Let me back up for a second. Let's use this situation. Let's just say if you had a check engine light on and you fixed your car and you turn that check engine light off so it will go away. By clearing that check engine light, you reset all these monitors. But you was like, man, I have to go get an inspection today. I won't have time. No other time. I have to go today. So what you could do is come into this mode here and just drive your car around through drive cycles. Just drive it around until you get all your readiness monitors completed. Once you have enough completed, in my case, if I got 7 completed and 1 not completed in my state, that works. Now you would know that you can go get an inspection, just like I could go and get an inspection like right now if I wanted to. And the reason why I don't have one completed, by the way, is that I actually unhooked my battery the other day. No, sorry. Let me rewind. Let me tell the story correctly. I did unhook my battery for something, that was sort of unrelated. But I had some random check engine light to come on because I didn't drive the car in a long time, and just through some little code, I forget, was some sort of communication code, and it made the check engine light come on. But I just turned it off, and that was it. Car's kind of getting on up there in age, but so you're gonna have things like that to happen. But that doesn't mean that the car's still not good. All right, so that's that. All right, we're gonna hit yes. So now, let's go to, let's see what else we got here. Vehicle coverage. You can do your vehicle coverage here as well. Put your VIN in and check. That's good. You can do that. Let's go back into the system diagnostics here. See what we got here. And so you can actually, this is everything part of, I guess, part of the GM software here. And I'm just looking and seeing what else we got here. So basically, this software, what I was looking for is that the special functions menu that you normally see on a software is not here, but that's because they got all the special functions that would come in a normal menu, like oil life reset, TPMS reset, SAS reset, for example, is inside the special function menu included with the other special functions that I've already showed you that come straight from the manufacturer. So this thing has, I don't know how many special functions it'll have on it. I mean, it could have many depending on the make and model of your car. So with that said, this here has been the KingBolen SoloScan. This scan tool here gets my recommendation, and right now you can pick it up for about $75 on Amazon. So go ahead and take advantage of that. If you got any questions, drop them down in the comments, and I'll answer. Take care, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.